This is the Rebel Author Podcast, where we talk about books, business, and occasionally bad words.
Well, hello, Sasha Black.
Hello, darling. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? You've had a busy day.
Good. I've had a busy day. I've had a busy week. I've had a busy month. I'm just having busy right now.
Catch me up. What's going on?
Well, I finished that.
You finished the book. No, then the audio went out.
Fucking touched it. Hang on.
Now you're back.
Should we start again?
No,
Okay.
everyone knows
Fine.
how we go.
Okay.
But all I heard was I finished the.
I finished the book. Do you remember that I was writing a book? Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. It
How
went to
did
the
that?
editor yesterday.
And we only talked like 2.5 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, because this was an earlier episode because you're going out of town, right?
Yes, I'm going to Egypt on Monday.
You
Yeah.
finished it. You got it off your desk.
I don't think I've ever felt more stressed in my life.
Sasha, I've seen you so stressed.
No,
This was
this
more?
was this was this was different. So the lesson that I've learned is to not say anything in public about a book until
Oh,
it is
right.
done.
Yeah.
So that was hard. We then had a very significant offer on the table, which fucked with my imposter syndrome and self-worth and all that kind of ridiculousness. Then I was on deadline because of holiday and because of print runs now, because I have to finish so much further in advance. And the mistake that I made was thinking that I could gain publishing production time with the thick, meaty books. That is not what I can do. So I have to write shorter stories, like
Mm.
some like 50K novels,
Hmm.
and use those as releases to then build in buffer for the longer books because the longer, meatier books do not happen in 2 weeks. Like they just don't.
Funny, I was just
And
listening
then,
to you yesterday because somebody had been talking about Vanessa Vale's box method where you build out all your products. And so I was searching for her on podcasts and I came up with you. And so I was listening to you on an older podcast talking to her because I had missed that one. And she lectured you on in a very kind way to not go into word long counts when you're talking about things like money and time, because the longer you go, and you've always been consistent at hitting a consistent word count, but the shorter you go, the more ease you build yourself.
yeah. So this book ended up being just a fraction under 94,000 words.
Hmm.
And my full length books tend to be above 85. They are that
Mine
they're
too.
usually,
I
yeah,
can't
they
go
just
below
are.
95. I'm usually 94, 95.
Yeah. So this one actually is smack in between Girl Games and the Vampire ones. Vampire ones were all over 100K.
Yeah.
And the Girl Games were all around 85. So at 94, this is literally smack in the middle. Um, but yes, so that is a lesson. So there was that. There is the fact that we have to do the print runs. There's just so much more now. And what I found very difficult is that we were releasing details before I'd finished drafting. So then
Ugh.
I was then restricted and couldn't then change things. So I will not be announcing what I'm
Ah.
working on next until it is finished.
Imagine like what a newbie writer would do if this had happened to them. Because this sometimes happens. You have a newbie writer who hits a trad deal, it goes big, and then they're producing their second book while all of the world is waiting for it.
No.
You at least have, writing chops. You know how to finish a book.
Number
And you
26.
struggled. Number 26. You are catching up with me. I gotta write faster. You're gonna overtake me in a minute. Um, and I've had multiple friends who have then ended up ghostwriting for really big names. Oh, I could tell you off the camera, but
Oh, please do.
really big names. Because they can't get their books done because of the stress. And then they will go to their editors and say, I need a supreme ghost who will never tell anybody. And then they all tell Rachel, and then I tell you, but that's how it goes.
Yeah, so never again. Never,
No,
never,
that's
never
so much
again.
pressure.
Yeah. And I think it's also like I've hit certain financial levels and we've hit certain pre-orders already. Like there are over 800 physical pre-orders on my website.
Of a book that
Like,
didn't even exist yet.
right? Like I started to let that affect me and I need to not do that.
Have you ever heard of
Um,
the truck draft?
no.
I think it's a Jennifer Cruzy word. She's always like really desperate to get to the place where her any book she's writing is in a truck draft, which means if she gets hit by a truck, it can be published. And you literally knew in the back of your mind your stress levels is going, well, I have 800 pre-orders, and if I do get hit by a truck, I'm fucked because the book is not done.
Yeah.
No one could even edit it into shape, you know?
Well, and this was what was wild about this book in particular. So normally when I draft, I don't do like substantive edits because I do all of that in outlining.
Hmm.
And for whatever reason, in fact, I have some guesses for the reasons, but I had the heaviest edit I have ever had to do. I mean, I was porting entire sequences into different places. Like I was having to
You were having a normal
stretch
human
things and
experience, not a.
shrink things. Yeah, but like this was awful. But I hate editing,
You don't do
remember?
that. Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
not do that because I
Yeah.
don't enjoy that.
Yeah.
And like Monday, I had to edit 19,000 words on Monday. Like like it was painful. Like that was an I went to bed with a headache. Like
Wow.
but I think what happened is there were so many interruptions. There were so many other things going on that split my attention, deliveries and pre-orders of things and new book boxes and deals and all of this shit going on in the background. And I think I got so also schooling, we had to get him into a school and all of this stuff. And this book is since I've been doing Ruby, this book was the longest to write. It took me the most amount of time. And I think the reason that I'm like, oh, pacing, blah, 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 I'm hoping that it's all in my head and it's because the way it was written was disjointed, not
Hmm.
because the story is actually disjointed.
What do you think about your time that you spent outlining it too? Do you think that was fractured as well? And that probably led to it. Do you ever do that thing? And I've done this to myself multiple times when I've actually had to like sell a book on synopsis. I'll write the synopsis, which is, as detailed an outline as I will ever get, but then I convince myself that it's a good idea, like this plot point or that plot point, because I haven't actually spent the time actually thinking my way all around it. And I'm kind of gaslighting myself into believing it's a good idea. And then when I get there, I'm like, oh my God, no, if I'd spent more time thinking about this, I can't do this. This doesn't work.
So the shitter that I have learnt this time is that for all of my introversion, I think out loud.
That's weird. That's not common.
Yeah, no, it's not. Every single time I got stuck and I talked it out, I unstuck myself. So I have to be honest with myself and recognize that I might need people to talk the story through to.
Yeah.
And usually I just need them to just stay there and just
Right.
let me talk at them.
Yep.
And they
Lala
smile
is
and
so
nod.
good for
Yeah.
me. And she also knows that she also knows now that she should not get offended when I shit on every single one of her ideas because she'll say, and then but then you should do this. I'm like, no. And,
Yeah.
like she's
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
to remove her ego from the process because she knows I just, I'm not a
I
talker, but sometimes I have to.
I like collecting ideation people because they
Yes.
do not give one single fuck if you're like,
Yeah.
no, no, no. And
Yep.
usually what happens is the ideation creates input for me, and then strategic can go, no, 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 wait, it's over here. And it's usually not anything they've said, it's
Right.
something that jogs me. But as an introverted person, I actually do think out here.
Mm.
Um, but that's why I was interested in studying distributed cognition, don't you? Because I got a scholarship to do a
Oh.
PhD.
I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
don't think we ever talked about it, but distributed cognition is fascinating to me. And for the
hmm
people who just said, what? What are you talking about? Can you give like a little
So
log line
yeah,
for? for it.
So for those people that turn around and go, as they're trying to explain something complex, and they're like, wait, let me just get a pen and piece of paper, and then they draw it for you. There is a question over where that cognition, so the act of thinking, happens. Like, is it happening on the page? Is there a reciprocal feedback loop
Right.
that is actually affecting and part of the cognition, or is cognition restricted to the confines of brain, bone, and skull? Right? Like, I don't. And so my PhD was basically going to do functional MRI scanning and like scanning the brain whilst people were doing various activities and stuff to
Wow.
try and establish. And the funny thing is it is so connected to AI because because the founder, the very first person who ever talked about it, also did like computerized chess and
Oh
AI
yeah,
type
I've read
things.
about him.
Andy Clark or Alan Clark or
Yeah.
somebody like that. I can't remember quite what his name was. It was years ago now. But and the funny thing is, I think if I had continued down that path, I would be working in AI now. I honestly do believe that. Yeah,
Interesting.
but AI and the connections with human brain, I think is probably because I was into psychology. That's probably where I would have gone.
Yeah.
And my master's was cognitive neuroscience. So, I mean,
I did
I
not know
really,
that.
sliding doors moment, the fact that it's now like all over the industry and stuff. So, yeah.
Wow, but yeah, this whole theory about how the mind might not just be inside the brain, but could also be outside the brain in your body. Or what I love reading about too is could it be out in the air? Could it be in the environment in which you find yourself? Could it be in the environment connected
Well, look
to a
at
computer?
fungi.
Could you yes, the mycelial connections and
Yeah,
all
yeah,
right. All
yeah.
right. How
I
did we
find
get
that kind of
there?
stuff fascinating. I have no idea. How are you anyway?
Oh, I'm always so interested in hearing about you. I'm well. I have, let's see, T minus about a month before the Seven Miracles of Beatrix Holland goes live finally, for the love of God. And I've actually been doing some TikToks. So
Look at you.
check me out. I am doing actually maybe you can help me a little bit with this. I'm doing the tarot reads because I think that's fun. And I'm trying to do them a little bit cheekily, like I was talking to you and Allie. Like I I think it's so dumb. And I always scroll past when a tarot reader says, I've got a reading for you. No, you don't. But if I can play with that a little bit, I have been playing with that. So the first one I put up actually has the best interaction so far. It's like, if a tarot reader says that to you, it's crap. But if you are the eldest insecure overachiever, this reading is for you. Let's go. So I'm kind of like playing with reading for myself, but whoever is there. But then also yesterday, or no, I just posted one that says like tarot divination by fantasy book trope. So if you like a magical bookshop, here's your reading for the day, kind of thing, which I think could kind of combine book talk plus I don't know, I'm just gonna keep I'm just because it's fun for me and it's easy and it only takes a few seconds. I've been having fun with it. And I've been reading for people when they drop comments. I just do like a little 1 minute reading.
Reply
Yeah,
video.
exactly. A reply video.
I love that. Are you writing something with tarot?
The Seven Miracles.
Ah,
Yeah, so it's
okay,
direct, and then
okay.
in every one I have the book up, and I try to like point at it and say it's coming.
Oh, I
Yeah, that's
love
that's the only
that.
reason. So
That's
it's a
so
direct
fun.
connection, although it's not
Yeah.
really useful for my brand. Like it would be not good if I got known as a tarot reader, and then like I have one book and then it's done, and then I'm gonna stop. But you know, I do
I thought
love
they
reading
wanted a
tarot.
second.
Um, n- I don't. We don't know. I have
Okay,
I have written a pitch, and my agent has it in her pocket
okay.
to do if because a lot of times if the orders are really good, which they have been, then they'll ask for a pitch. But then I think in today's economy, they're gonna wait and see what it actually does. Like if it blows up, then they'll ask. It used to be they would ask beforehand, but I don't think they do that anymore.
Hmm.
But I do have a second book in
Hmm.
mind, and it would be fun to write.
I love that you are like, I think this is so important in this day and age as well. Like, there is so much shit in the world, and the more we can draw fun into what
Hmm.
we are doing, like, I just think it makes work easy. Like, it makes the writing easy. It makes, like, if we can just remember to write what's fun, you will finish faster, you will finish better, you will finish healthier, you will finish easier. Like, joy makes it easy, which
Hmm.
means it makes it easier for you to continue. And I don't know why we are so insistent on making this like hard for ourselves.
Because
Like,
there's
why do we
this
do that?
Protestant punishing aspect of like, we shouldn't be able to enjoy ourselves as much. If we're enjoying ourselves as much, then how do we deserve it? Are we allowed to do this? Or should we get paid for it? We shouldn't get paid for having this much fun. But I'm so glad you mentioned that because I have been talking about this everywhere and it's going to go out in my newsletter this week. But I just finished reading Still Life by Sarah Winman, which was the most joyful, most fun book ever, and it was super long and super amazing. And she just kept doing this thing, Sasha, which you would never, ever be able to do this in your books, ever. But because I saw her in an interview, she's like, I was just so depressed. I needed to write a happy book. And then there would be some tension, like, oh, will they find each other? And the tension is ratcheting up. And then she would say, in years to come, they would laugh about this. Like she would then immediately diffuse the tension. It was against all the rules, and I loved it. So I'm actually kind of pivoting a little bit in the book I'm writing right now to put in more joy, more in the moment, more being in the scene. Because a lot of times I think with my own work, I'm always trying to get to the action, keep the pace high, keep the action going. But I just wanted to sink into her book.
So this is really interesting because I have learnt about what I don't like to write.
Tell me.
Yeah, dark academia.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so here's the thing. I love the vibes.
Yeah.
I love the aesthetic. I love the moral decay and the obsession. I do not like writing anything slow. I do not like elaborate prose. And
Mm.
I do not like so the way that I have described this is, have you seen Top Gun Maverick?
No, I started to watch it and I thought it was too silly. I stopped.
Like one of my faves.
Wait a minute, is that
So
the new one? The new Top Gun?
yeah,
Really? I should finish it?
yeah.
I literally got
Oh,
10 minutes into it.
okay. It is a masterclass in raising the stakes
Really?
because
Okay, I'll watch it.
you think that the stakes are as high as they can get,
Yeah.
and then they raise them again. And
Ah.
then you're like, this can't get any worse. And they raise them again, like, and then they raise
Oh,
them
very
again.
cool.
It
Okay.
is it is an incredible film for understanding. And the other thing that they do is that they layer the stakes. So there's like external stakes, there's interpersonal stakes, there's like team stakes, like, and
Ooh.
if you watch it from a storyteller
Yeah,
perspective, it
definitely.
is fantastic.
Okay.
For that one thing, mind, for that one thing.
And laughing at Tom Cruise,
I
but whatever. Yeah.
and so I always say that I write Top Gun Maverick in fantasy. Like that's the kind of story that I write.
How
Like it's
cool.
fast paced, it is high stakes,
You
high
absolutely do.
tension.
Yes.
Dark academia, I have since learned from writing it, is more like a suspense thriller. And they are holding you in this tense pattern all the way through. It was like fucking torture. I never want to do that again. So I, spoiler, blew the fucking shit up of everything at the end of it in order for me to just like write war,
Good.
mass like
Good. You're doing
everything in
something
book.
different with it then.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
breaking the mold of it, and what you're doing with that is putting your signature on it.
Oh my
And
God,
that'll
like
make hopefully the
really
next
learn.
book easier to write, right?
Yeah, I think so. And the other thing that I have learned is I will forevermore write enemies to lovers in my main trilogies. Like I will layer other stuff.
What was this
Like
one? It was not Enemies to Lovers?
it was more forbidden romance and deal with the devil.
Yeah.
But like the main romantic trope, I think, needs to be enemies to lovers. I can do other tropes, but they can't be the big meaty books because it's too hard for me to sustain. For that very thing that we just spoke about, which is enemies to lovers, is the highest stakes in romance. There is no higher stake trope than enemies to lovers. So that's why I'm so attracted to it. But I didn't know that until I tried to write something else in a long form. So I've done like second chance romance. I've done bodyguard romance, right? So I've done all of these other things. So I can do it, but I just can't. Second chance was all right because I layered enemies to lovers in it. But yeah, never again.
You
Never
are so
again.
you're so good at the enemies to lovers, which I think is actually a difficult thing. If you're not the right writer for it, it's a difficult thing to sustain. I could never do it. And I've
Which is
never
so
written it. In
interesting to
all of my
me.
romances, I've never written an enemies to lovers ever. It's always second chance. It's always I can't even think of the other ones. But but did you read? And I'm going to crap on this book that a lot of people loved. But did you read Fourth Wing?
Yeah.
I didn't love it because that's an enemies to lover book. And in the middle, the enemy that she hates, he's just a kind of a good guy. Oh, I didn't see that before. Great. Now we can be lovers. That's not enemies to lovers.
So,
Enemies to lovers
okay,
are kept apart for reasons, personality traits. And you do that.
I do, but I also don't do your typical slow burn enemies to lovers. That's the
No,
other
you
thing,
don't.
right? So
Yes.
I always say I do fast burn spice, slow burn emotion.
Oh, you do.
I have learned
And
so
that's
much
why
about who I,
people, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
about
yeah.
what I write. Like by writing this book, I have learned so much about what I like to write, what I'm good at. And like, yeah, it has been fascinating for
So
me.
are you going to be able to find the excitement for the next two books?
It's only a duet.
Oh, it's a duet. Oh,
I
perfect.
have one more
Perfect.
to
Oh,
write.
you'll be
I can
fine.
absolutely, yeah,
You'll be
no,
fine.
I
Yeah.
love where we're going to end up.
Yeah.
Um, Definitely. The other thing that I learned is that whilst I don't like having a beta read for books two, three, and onwards, I do need one for book one because I just need the psychological reassurance that
Mm-hmm.
I've done the right thing before
Yeah.
it goes off to the editor. So that was
Yeah.
something else. And then the other thing is I have to remember book one always takes me longer because of the world building. And I always forget that.
And it's done. It's in the rearview mirror.
I can't like I literally didn't think I was going to get to the end of it. Like I genuinely like people around me. My warehouse lady was like, "Do we have?" I nearly call myself my real name then. Do we have Sasha back? And I was like, "Was it that bad?" And she was like, "Oh yeah." I was like, "Oh my bad. I brought you a Starbucks." So
Is that because you were
hopefully
not helping in the warehouse or because you were a terror when you were? Or both?
neither. I think it's because I was like I think the command came out as quite short and sharp with everybody, I think.
Mm.
And I wasn't basically towards the end, I was not tolerating interruptions very well.
Well, you
Because
didn't have time for them.
I just no, and I would tell lots of people, not one person, I'm talking about everybody in my life, please don't interrupt me. Please text in the group, not direct to my direct messages. Please text in the group. And things would not, they would come direct to me. So I'd reiterate again, sharper, please text in the group. Or can you ask another team member? Like I would say in the morning, please ask other team members. And then I'd get asked like 90 minutes later or whatever. But like it wasn't any one person. It was everybody. It was the whole team. It was other people in my life as well.
Yeah.
There was no one person. It was just the collective of, I created this. I reply to everybody all of the time, very, very quickly. So this is on me. I have created that. I'm the one that doesn't have the boundaries. But I learned the lesson that I need to put the boundaries in place when I'm drafting.
Hmm.
So, yeah, it's not on any one person. It is on me.
Mm. I like the idea of putting the boundaries up anyway. Just like even maybe when you're not drafting, have time that they're used to not thinking that they need you.
Yeah, but Activator likes to do everything 5 seconds ago.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, including reply.
Hmm.
I want to reply now. I want to, like
Hmm.
an activator achiever. Let me reply and get it done.
Those
Get
are
it, tick it off.
high in my top 10. Yep.
Yeah, no, it's a bitch. Like they can be so fantastic for actually Hulk smashing everything, but also a little bit of nearly said a really naughty swear word then when you need to actually like focus and get stuff done. Okay, so you talked about a book that you loved. Have you heard of the crazy chap, David Goggins?
I know his name. Why do I know his name? Oh, I'm thinking
He's like
David
hard
Cochran.
man. No, not him. So this is like ex-Navy SEAL. he like it wants the title of like hardest man.
Hmm.
And he's like done, run marathons on broken legs and like done 240-mile races and like crazy shit. But if he is not number one discipline, number two competition, I will eat my hat. And like, he just takes absolutely no fucking bullshit from anybody ever. And he's like, it's all in your fucking head. And I was just like, yeah. My friend sent it to me. Man, this just tells me I must have been a right terror during the editing, but sent it and was like, I think you need to listen to this. Like, and basically it was like, stop whining about the edits and get the fuck off. It worked. So, stop whining. And I got on with it and I did it. But yeah, love it. If you ever need a kick in the pants,
That's not, and is it like a podcast that she sent you, or is
audiobook.
it a book? Oh, it's an audiobook. And
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
it called? Do
He's
you
got
know?
two. He's got
Oh,
two. One is called Never Finished,
okay.
this book here, and one is called Can't Hurt Me. I think. Yeah, I think it's
And you've
Can't
read
Hurt
both of them?
one. I read Never Finished, and I am reading now Can't Hurt Me. Yeah, Can't Hurt Me. Um,
Fabulous.
and it is competition crack.
The
Yeah.
competition is what, 9 or 10, but it'll still enjoy it. It'll still enjoy it.
Yeah, like you might not be quite, you don't might not need to be completely tapped, but like I mean yeah, yeah, yeah. I
I
love
have
it.
still been enjoying my new contract with my very nice boss. I've really been enjoying being the talent and rolling up to the desk at 10 a.m.
Is it
And
working?
it's somehow working. In fact, I taught this workshop webinar last week or so, and I put in a bunch of hours over the weekend, and then got up at butt crack to teach it, and then I was done teaching by 9:30 a.m. my time, and I took the rest of the day off. It was a Monday, and I was like, no, I've already worked a full day. All of the hours I would have worked on Monday, I worked over Saturday, Sunday, and Monday morning. So I just took the rest of the day off. Who am I? And
Who are
something
you?
about here's what it is. I think I just realized what it is. The contract. Oh, this is it. This is huge. The contract restricts me. And before I had the contract, I didn't believe. I always believed I could get everything done if I just worked harder. Your face is good. The contract says, oh, you can't get everything done this week, so you better prioritize really well to get your time at the desk to be the most productive ever. And then you are going to walk away from the desk without everything done that you want to do. Whereas every single week I was hoping that I could finally prove that untrue. That's what it is. It's kind of huge.
That is huge. And how do you feel in here?
Happy, relaxed,
And up here?
grateful. Up here in the brain, it's still a little bit worried, like the activator, achiever, and competition are still like, you could, but if you put in 3 more hours a day, you could get so much more done. Then, think about that, multiply that out over the weeks. And then I'm like, nope, that's not my job. That is, I have for now hired myself to this contract. And these are the hours I'm putting in. Six, and what is it? Like sometimes six and I don't know how I'm trying to work. I have to do math. 6.5 times 5, 32 and a half hours a week, which really isn't that many fewer than 40. And of course, I
No,
usually
it's
put in
not.
more than 40, but
No, but the thing is that you will still get just as much done. Do you
I
know the
will.
day that I did 19,000 words in edits and I think
Uh-huh.
I wrote about 3,500? I still went to the gym,
Right. Because we get done what we need to get done.
right? You
And I
do. You
always
just
will.
do.
But
Yeah,
this,
you
but the
will.
fact that I can just like lie around in the morning, and yesterday I went for a swim and then I got in the tub to warm up from the cold water, and just I've been reading so many more books, and so then therefore I'm filling number one input all the time. All I'm doing with all that other time
Hmm.
is just input.
Yep. Oh my
That's what it
gosh,
is
you must
too.
be so full of creative energy right now
I
for doing that.
really am. And that's why moving toward joy in this other book has been fun.
So, one of the things that I really want to implement is that I want to not work 2 afternoons a month and I want to sit my ass down in my chair and I want to read without my phone anywhere near me. Like
Yes. In
that
another
is what I
room.
want.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, And speaking of like joy, I basically told my PT instructor that I wanted to have fun in the PT classes. And whilst I was willing to do like all the weightlifting and the resilience and sustainability stuff, I was like, I want the other half of the class to be fun. So we're doing like
What a great
calisthenic
thing to ask
stuff.
for.
So we're doing like handstand to L sits and like human flag training and like we're both laughing and giggling and he's having fun and he's like nobody's ever asked me to do this before and I'm like well we're having fun and now he's practicing and like we're just giggling like and it's fun and I fell on my face and nearly got carpet burn on my forehead and like like it's but like I fell on my face and laughed so like I do feel like I'm finally finding that joy, and it's everything that you're saying.
But I'm just like, I'm kind of gobsmacked at actually asking a trainer to provide fun. And
Yeah.
that would look different for every client. But like,
Yes, it would.
I, but I've never even thought of the idea of asking one because I just lost mine. She stopped working because she has chronic fatigue syndrome, which is horrible because
Oh, that is
she was around the
horrible.
corner from my house. She was a 5 minute walk and her dog loved my dog. So I would take my dog and then they would train while we would train. So I need to actually go out and get somebody. So, but I think that may be just something that I ask for too. Like because
Yeah.
if you're having fun, then there is not a problem about going back the next time because
Yeah,
your
and you
body
know what?
remembers that.
Well, and here's the thing. So, like when we started, and before I'd asked for that, I was struggling to go to the gym more than twice a week.
Hmm.
And since we've been doing the fun stuff, I'm now like I was going to hit 4 times this week, but the delivery's been booked. So, but I have to go in my gym kit because it's 3,000 books we're getting. So like it's a workout. So I'm classing it as a workout anyway.
Totally.
But like I have the drive to go a fourth time. And it's because we've been making it fun. Like, I genuinely think everybody will, no, I shouldn't say that. Writing will be a lot easier for a lot of people if they just made it fun. Just write the
Yeah.
fun stuff.
You just write the fun stuff and then skip to the next part. Skip
Yeah,
to the
that's
next
fun.
part that you can see. Like, Becca Simon always says, skip to the next part that you can see that is fun. And then you
Yeah.
can go back and fill in all the other parts later. And pro tip, you won't because they don't matter.
Uh, So, what else have you done in your life? Because this is another thing, a fun thing, actually. What else have you done in your life that is fun or that you enjoy doing that you're not doing now?
Oh my God, so many things. I always try things and love them and then don't do them again. This is going to sound so silly, but there's this gay badminton group, and I know Americans say badminton funny, badminton, club, and people play badminton here, and they have like the Wednesday nights is like just gays, and one Friday night a month is women or women identified people, and it's so much fun, and it's just scrambling around the course playing badminton. And I'm not a sporty person. What else do I love that is fun? You know what? I think honestly, I can answer that by saying I'm actually practicing bringing it in. The thing that I think is super fun is to take my computer out into the world and do some writing, and then walk along the waterfront, and then have some gelato and do some more walking. And I've just been doing so much more of that. Um, and dinner parties. I love it. I love throwing a dinner party, but our dog is problematic. So I've actually thought about like getting her a sitter just so that I can throw a few dinner parties so she won't bark at them the whole time. How about you?
So, I used to shoot. And
Fun.
yeah, competitively.
Oh, what kind?
And lots so I grew up on a farm, so I
Yep.
used to clay pigeon shoot
Yep.
anyway. I was never a hunter. I never
Hmm.
hunted. I just liked the sport of shooting. So I did clay pigeon. Then I joined the Army Cadets, and so we would shoot on digital SUSAT ranges. We would shoot LSWs and L92s, and then I also would I was in the cadet team, and so we would shoot 7.62s competitively. So the
Uh-huh.
rifle shooting, sorry, on long ranges with just iron sights, no digital scopes or anything.
I
And I
have done
used to
that
be
a
able to
lot too.
get bullseyes from 800 meters.
I
Like,
have never done that.
okay,
800
well,
meters. Wait, no.
800 meters iron sight. Yeah. Yeah, I was really good. It's the only sport I have ever been good at, like really, truly good at.
Wow, I'm
Um,
excellent at skeet or clay pigeon, but no,
oh, I was a bit shit
I'm
at that.
preternaturally good. Me and my sisters are, and our mother was a like professional kind of. Yeah. So
I love that.
yeah,
But I found a club around here and I emailed them.
that's so cool.
I know. They haven't replied, so I might chase them up. But yeah, I found a club and I emailed them the other day. Like, maybe it was only 3 days ago. All right, activator, calm down. Um, but yeah, like when we come back from holiday, like I think I'm going to join the club. Like, I really, and it's funny because it's one of the only things that I've said to Chloe over the years. Oh, I wish I did that. I wish I still did that. Why the fuck aren't I doing it? Shut
Uh,
up, go and do it. Like, stop talking about it and just go and do
uh,
it.
I
So
love the
yeah.
image of you doing that too. That's that seems so perfect.
Yeah. So, I mean, it
Dancing is
is kind
another
of
one
me,
for me.
right?
Dancing
Oh,
is a,
really?
especially, and this is going to sound incredibly nerdy, but especially this thing called New England line dancing or contra dancing, which is kind of set, formed, up and down, long lines of people, lots of swinging around it. It's kind of like square dancing if dancing was in long lines. And I've been doing it off on and off since I was like 18. And I went
Mm.
to one not that long ago, maybe like 8 months ago. I found one here in Wellington and I went to it and I was like, oh, I'm going to be the old lady who's just puffed and out of breath and I won't be able to do anything. Because I just remember going to those dances and having to sit out every second or third dance because you're just heaving, you're just covered in sweat. And I danced all of them and I realized that I was such a smoker then. I had terrible lungs in my 20s when I should have been most fit, and now I can do it. So I would like to go back and do that more. So yeah, interesting that we're bringing up physical things, badminton, dance, shooting.
Yep.
Damn it.
Yep. I know. Am thoroughly enjoying moving my body. Like,
Mm.
yeah, I know. I'm enjoying not being at the desk.
Have you ever done those things where you like, I like how we're just like free ranging today, um, where you list, core memories, just the beautiful, beautiful memories that really, really mean something to you that you
All
could
of
live
mine are
in.
travel.
And are they all pretty much outside?
Yup.
They're always outside. And for us
Fuck.
indoor kids, when I list the times, like I am in a hammock, I'm in the water, I'm in a
Yeah.
creek, I am driving through countryside and pulling over to have a
Yeah.
picnic, they're never at my desk. I don't have core
Never.
memories. And I love being at my desk. I love it. But
Yeah.
but they're being outside.
Oh, shit.
Damn it. So
Yeah. Fuck.
you know what our friend
Damn
Allie
it.
does, and I love that they do this is
Oh, the walking and then the
the
sitting and
walking
writing
and then
five. I know that is
yeah, they
genius.
take the they
They are a
I've meant to do
genius.
it. I have not do it and done it. But what they do is they go out, they walk, they go to a bench, they write, I don't know, for a
I think
while.
it's 500 words
500,
or
I want to
something.
say 500
Yeah.
words too.
Yeah.
And then walk to the next bench and sit down and write another 500 words. I think that's maybe I'll try that this week because I have a whole waterfront.
Yeah, I don't really have somewhere with benches. That is the
I mean,
problem for me.
a lot of times what I do is I will go cafe to cafe. I'll go get a coffee there, and then I'll get a sparkly drink there, and then I'll get a hot chocolate down the road, and I just keep moving. So I think that's kind of similar.
Do you have focus?
No, I do not.
So
Yeah,
so that
I wish I
then
did.
is a like a
Do,
contradiction almost for me. Yeah, I do have it. So
oh,
because I was like listening, I was like, I think I'd get really upset at having to keep getting up and
oh, mine is
like
14, but it's not. I don't feel it.
mine
It's not.
is 8.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So
In fact, I
when
love to be interrupted. I love breaking focus. In reading, I'll do it like I'll get to the best part and I'll just close the book and walk around for a while. Lala thinks I
no,
am a horrible person for this. So
I
I,
can't. Are you
I'll
joking?
stop. I'll stop mid-sentence if I'm really enjoying it. Be like, oh, mid-sentence, walk away just so I can just feel it for a while to go do some dishes. I'll walk. No,
I feel differently about you now.
many people do when they hear this. I,
I feel like I'm having a hot flush. It's really made me
I
quite
will.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's something about delaying pleasure or, I don't know what it is. I'm edging my fun.
Yeah, you're a masochist. of like the highest order.
Novel masochist.
You are. Oh my gosh.
I'll do that
That's
with television though.
wild.
Like if I'm really loving a program, I'll walk away from, I won't watch the final episode for months.
Okay. Did you ever read J.R. Ward's Dagger
Oh yeah,
Brotherhood?
all of them. Yeah.
Have you watched the new series? It's in TV now. Have you
I did not
watched
know
it?
that. Is it good?
Okay.
Ah!
So,
Ah!
Passion flicks.
Uh-huh.
Go in not expecting a Hollywood blockbuster.
When you say passion flicks, what does that mean?
That's like a Netflix. It's like a Netflix, but by
Oh,
an independent like app company. You can just
oh,
it's like
okay.
6.99 and it's 6 episodes.
And then you can
It
just,
is
yeah, binge it.
the closest translation I have ever seen of book to film. Give it 1.5 episodes before you quit.
Yeah, yeah. I trust you.
It I have not enjoyed TV that much in a very long time. Now, I will caveat, and I am speaking to your number one input here. Tosca is the owner, director, kind of driver of it. She has got so much content, like making of content, interviews with the actors in like so they have like a YouTube podcast and they also do like episodes where they like break down the episode together and J.R. Ward is on there and
Ooh,
like
she's so
it
cool.
I'm actually goosebumps because I felt like I was a part of the making, a part of the whole thing. And it was such a close, like everything from the book was in that. I don't understand how they did it. I don't
Wow.
understand how they had the and but that is Passion Flix's kind of mantra. They like accurate book to film translations. And
Mm.
so from a storytelling perspective, it was fascinating from somebody who's consumed TV episodic stuff as well as movies and seen so many book to movie translations that condense story into 90 minutes versus like they
Mm.
had an 8 minute romantic scene. It was, and I tell you what, it was like that gone. And I was just, it was fascinating to like just watch this breakdown. And I
That's my
only read
next
book
binge.
one. I
I've
only read book one. I
really,
have downloaded the next five for
they're
holiday
so
because I
good.
was,
They just get better even.
yeah, it
Yeah.
made me, I have one criticism. One.
And
The wigs were terrible. But
oh, okay. Wigs are
apart from
hard.
that,
I think wigs are
they were
hard.
awful. Everything else was magical.
Oh, I can't wait to watch that then.
Oh, I'm so
Thank
glad that you
you.
like it. You are welcome for it in advance.
Well, I have recommendation for you. Um,
Okay.
Ultimatum, Queer Love, second
Okay.
season. The first season was I could only get
I
one
watched it.
episodes in. It was, and I just thought I could not handle it. I couldn't. Season two, everything, everything. Season two is
Okay.
everything. Also, my sisters knew that I was sad because no one would ever watch this with me. So for my birthday, they they binged the whole series, and then we watched the finale and the reunion together. And they've never watched reality TV. They just thought that they would hate it. They were so into it. They were as passionate about it as I was. Yeah, you'll enjoy
So
it.
I've watched episode one.
Yeah. Oh,
And
really?
I watched season one with Chloe.
Yeah.
And I asked Chloe if she would watch it with me. And she is, I did not know this, but she'd never watched House before. So she's in her first run through of House. So like, I'm like, oh, I can't ask her to stop to like watch it. So I've watched episode one and I'm just waiting for her to like
You
finish so that
both
we
will
can
love
watch
it.
it together.
It gets
Yeah.
wild. It gets wild, but it also feels pretty like legitimate in a lot of
Yeah.
ways. Like there's some
Ah.
real stuff that goes down, man. Can't
Well,
wait
I
to
really
hear.
liked that they had different cultural kind of elements in this time. Like I was like,
Hmm.
yeah, good, because this is fucking facts right here. Like
Hmm.
this happens. So
Yes, this person
yeah.
wants to propose to this person, and this other person is like, well, my family doesn't accept who I am. How am I going to marry you? I can't marry you.
Yeah.
They can't
Yeah.
even let me in the house. Yeah. There were two
Yeah.
two people like that.
Oh.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah, there were. So I've only seen episode one, so I can't like I don't know anything else, but like I'm desperate to watch it. So maybe on holiday we'll get to. I'm like
Yeah.
I'm like Sunday, I am going to be an input whore and just like download 75 books to my Kindle and like download loads of movies and TV shows and stuff to my phone. Like, isn't that bit of holiday making the most exciting bit for people
I
with high input?
love the download. I love and I will do the download. I will get all the books, and then I will, even after that, I'll go on Libby and I'll just sort by available now, and I'll add 15 more just in
Yeah.
case. Just in case. And I'll probably only get through five. I usually get through like five on a holiday, but like not, I won't get through 25, but I have 25.
Oh, I will usually do a book a day on holiday. Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm like, at least I have to have at least 10 on there because guaranteed I'll do more than that. So yeah,
And how long are
I
you going
mean,
for?
2 weeks.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's going to
I
be
have
awesome.
never needed a holiday more in my life.
And you're not going to work.
No. I have to pay everybody whilst I'm away,
Yep.
which is fair. And I think that is it. I may have to respond to one email. I might have to sign a contract, but other than that, no. Okay, let me just
This is thinking face for people listening because it's just gone
sorry,
quiet.
yeah.
There's lots of
I'm
thoughts.
I'm retracting just slightly because if it's fun, it doesn't count, right?
No, that's not true. Fun work counts.
Yeah.
Nice try. Unless it's really,
Well,
really novel. But what are you trying to sneak in?
well, I brought a brand new notebook, because if I have ideas for a
Nope.
new thing that I'm
I think
doing,
I think that doesn't
that
count. That doesn't count.
okay, yeah, I was gonna say
No,
I didn't think that
because
counted.
that's
Like
just the most joyful thing ever is cheating
that's
on
what
your
I mean,
project
right?
on holiday with the new idea. No, there's nothing more delectable than that.
Okay, okay, cool. Okay, cool. Because I was like, oh my God, don't take this away
That's
from
not
me.
even work. That
Okay,
cannot be
good.
called work.
Okay, good.
Dispensation granted.
Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, good. Because I was like, I really
Oh,
don't feel like this is
no,
work.
no, 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 no.
Yeah,
Oh, you're gonna
'cause I
come
had
back so
such a
much
cool
better.
idea. Um,
Ooh.
yeah, I'll tell you about it after. Like, it
Okay.
is fucking genius on my part. So,
Dang, where's your ideation?
not. It's like mid bucket. It's not high at all. Like low mid bucket. But I
Mine
have
is 15,
strategic,
but it
which is
feels low. So do I.
sometimes act like it.
My strategic is 5. I just don't have ideation springing in like,
I think it comes from competition because I keep looking at the market and
mm,
go, oh, there's a hole there. Oh, there's a hole
ah,
there.
and I would
Yeah.
never.
So that's what.
Yeah, I
Ah,
try not to look.
I don't understand.
It's good we're different. All right, my darling, this was fun.
This was
So
fun.
when we come back, I will, oh, I probably will have launched the book and yeah, that's true. And then you will be relaxed.
I will be relaxed. OMG.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Don't forget to tune in and subscribe on your podcatcher. And when you have a moment, please leave a review.